Ulises Trejo.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm the plumber of the group, and I love what I do. I was born in Mexico City and moved here when I was 17 and started working when I was 17, 18 years old. And I was not very happy with what I was doing, construction, because it was a concrete job, and concrete is one of the hardest things in the industry. That's very hard job. But anyways, I spent 15 years with this general contractor, and I learned a lot. I learned how to drive backhoes. We did a lot of foundations for different houses, and we built houses from bottom all the way up. And that's why I learned a lot about, and I started noticing the plumbing. Plumbing, it was really interesting because, you know, pipes go here and there, and then they hot and cold water, and it was like a puzzle kind of thing. And that's why I was like, okay, this is, I just lay concrete, pour the concrete, and that's all. And always over and over and over again. And that's what I kind of like to start going with the plumbing. And then I started seeing how it was like I'm helping other people. When I start doing service calls, I saw people suffering because the toilet are not working, or something, a faucet is leaking, and I go like, oh, you know what, yeah. And that feeling of how people feel good when everything is back to normal, that's really good. I feel good. I still do feel good. That's what I really like what I do. One of the things that I didn't know about almost 10 years, I started seeing it was trenchless replacement system for water lines and sewer lines. Back in the days, they used to, if a main sewer line was completely destroyed, we used to dig the whole trench in order to replace it. Nowadays, it's different. We just make one hole here and one hole in the other end, and just go into the dirt, and that saves a lot of time and money. And those are the things that I really enjoy to do it, because I make more money than those. And that's the things that I been doing for plumbing. One of the things that I remember the most is one lady there in Beverly Hills. They didn't have water for one day. The water lines were broke, and it was galvanized pipes. And these galvanized pipes, they make corrosion, and they start leaking. And I started making one repair, but when I went under the house, it was the whole pipes. It was like almost ready to give up. So we did this job for almost 3 days, and she didn't have water for almost 2 days. And she was like, and she told me, you know what? Right now, I appreciate the work that you do, and the fact that I don't want to waste water, because a house with no water in one day, every one of you guys, it'll be terrible. It'll be devastating. So yeah, and I remember her very well, because she was offering me like sodas and drinks and stuff, because she wanted me to get it all done quick. But it took me 3 days. It took 3 days to get it all done. It was a big house. That was one of the stories that I remember. I don't know if you have any questions.
What's the general difference in cost that you would average for when you used to have to trench for a main line, and now that you can do the trenchless? How does that work, and how much customer, you know, comes to you?
If it'll be, okay, if it's a sewer line replacement, it'll take a full day. If it's with the trenches, well, realistically, it will take like 6 hours to get it all done from the beginning to the end. Versus if we do it by hand, it will take probably like 2 days to get it done. And if you have concrete, like a driveway, or if or pavers, or
So you don't have to cut out the
you don't.
driveway and all, where do you have to dig it all in any place?
Drive. One hole it will be by the front of the house, and the other one by the street. And between those sections, that's where we replace the line.
What did it used to cost, what does it cost?
Well, the cost is almost the same, but the thing is that if the saving part is if you have a nice landscaping or nice driveway, you're not gonna repair the driveway, and that'll be extra. So, yeah. So, and go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to give a testimonial for Ulises. He is an awesome plumber. If you ever have the chance, if you ever have a plumbing problem, I hope you don't, but man, this guy takes care of so many things for us. Just on one job, we had a tub that the drain needed to be fixed. He saved us over $1,000. I had another quote, and he saved us over $1,000 on it, and he didn't tear the wall down. Yeah, he's awesome. He's great.
So Ulises not only is an awesome plumber, but he saves my clients lots of money too. The trenchless is great. You don't have to trench all and cut all those tree roots. You don't have to take up the driveway or the front walkway, so the trenchless is an excellent way to do it. But the best part is his attitude. He is just such a happy guy. And I firmly believe that good intentions and positive energy is put into a project. That's what we do, and he's just amazing at it. He can come out from underneath the house all covered in stuff and just be. So he's just a joy to be around, and he's an ultimate professional as well. Thank you.
So there's the big projects, and then there's people like me who have a gazillion little projects. And the same thing, Ulises, you show up every time within a very short period of time, and you have a smile on your face, you get it done, and it happens, and the only thing I can say is just seriously have to thank you. Thank you so much.
I want to say Ulises, we can't trust him because a few times I sent him my daughter, she has a house, she has some problem, he went fix it, and still I didn't give him the money.
Yes.
My daughter, she called me, Daddy, I called to Ulises for the money. He said later on. Always, they are very happy. I have two daughters, and he went to the first one, always they are happy. They trust him so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The person that's sitting behind the Ulises is amazing. Just a great person. And he helped me in one of the houses I got, and he came to do the inspection and check all the, and then we filed all the and we got reduced, the price reduced because of what he got. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With the trenchless system that he's talking about, I have a client right now, and he's actually living here and going there and doing that. So what he's doing is he's going from the main house to the center of the main sewer. And basically he's going to be he's injecting a sleeve inside of this pipe that's collapsing. And so it's going to be saving the client $12,000. It's going to be a lot. But what was very interesting is that when he came to see the project, to see if the lines were open, he put the camera down and educated us, sent us the video on YouTube so that I could share it with the clients. And we actually were able to look through and see the justification of $4,500 instead of $12,000 that he's spending. But I really appreciate it because as the camera was going down, see this section and the clay pipe is falling, and if you look up there, you turn the camera, you see that this whole thing it really helped sell the job, but that looked, I mean, that made me look really good. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate getting educated myself. Now I know what to say to the next one. Thank you.
Thanks.
Ulises did a few jobs for the, this was 3 months ago. That made a bill.
Let's get him on the harvest.
What type of pipes do you put on the house?
Pardon me?
What type of pipes do you put on the house?
Those are ABS pipes and copper pipes. It was 2 different systems. It's the incoming, which is the fresh water, and the outgoing, which is the sewage. So ABS for sewage and copper for water line.
That's something about him you don't even have to, I knew he was going to do the right thing, so.
So Ulises, I have a suggestion. Next time you're up for speaking, don't say anything. Just start taking testimonials. Clearly, you have done an amazing job for the people in this group and our friends and our fellow business owners. You make us look good when we refer you every time. The one complaint that I hear about you consistently is that you don't invoice people quick enough. So I mean, what an amazing thing that's the complaint. You know, that I can't give this guy my money quick enough. But that is a testament to how committed you are to your work and how much we appreciate what you do. So thank you very much. You're a very valuable member.